Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, my dear yogis, for being your valuable association. And we are very grateful to Sri Krishna Prabhu and Vishakha Mataji for welcoming all of us to have a satsang in their home. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's do something like that and then we'll begin with another discussion. It's 7:18, so we have 1 hour. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Patita Pavan Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yajyati Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, devotees. Thank you very much for joining. It's so wonderful to see all of you. We miss for a whole week and then we meet once a week. But this week it was different. We were able to meet in between. So we were in the temple to celebrate the Nityananda Trayodasi, so which was very wonderful. And those who could make it, I'm sure you had a good time. Right. Okay. So let us begin with Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanamidhamsya Jnananjana Shalakaya Churumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Gunamritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Devita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. So we'll continue our study of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, where Lord Krishna is entering Dwarka. It's a very beautiful chapter. And last time we stopped at verse number 27. But we will recap verse 27 because we found something interesting in this verse and purport. So let's invoke the Mangalacharana. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna. So we have seen, so before we begin, we are reading from this. So we are going to cover the theme, which is 28 to 35 today. We try to cover this many verses, so we can make some progress. But before that, I just want to tell that whatever that we are going to discuss here, so there is no contribution from my side. I'm just repeating the words of Srila Prabhupada and our Acharyas. I'm reading them from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the purport and the art commentaries of Acharya. So if there is any credit, any good thing that you find, it is all because of the Acharya. So may all that go to them, and I'll be very grateful for that. And if there's any mistake, it will be solely mine. So please forgive me, and please bless me so I can speak some words which are soothing to our heart and help us make advance in our bhakti. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'd like to pay my gratitude to all the great devotees who I listen to and take inspiration from. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. So let's begin. So this verse we'll recite once again and then we'll go. So this, how did this inspiration came to repeat this verse? That, last time we were reading this verse. Somebody asked question. Anybody knows who asked question?
Mahi.
Huh?
Mahi asked the question.
Well, Mahi asked question, but Nishit asked question. It's a very slight thing. Right? And I responded based on what is there in the purport. And then there was something going on in my mind, something was not matching. So then I discussed with senior Vaishnava. The purport is saying something, here it is something. So what is it? It says there is a printing mistake in the purport. So we have to restudy. So we have to erase. Probably we would have forgotten, probably. So no need to erase it.
Already erased.
Good. So at least my mistakes are not exposed. Normally we said, when you learn something, to learn something new, you need to unlearn first. If you have done, right? But unfortunately here, we have forgotten, so no problem. It's all fresh. All right, so let's recite this verse and then I'll talk about the one. So everybody please keep this picture in mind. Okay, this picture is very beautiful. And you see all the paraphernalia which are there. Look at the umbrella, how the Krishna is dressed, his body, his garment, the charm which are being from, because we are going to talk on the flowers which are fallen on the ground, everything we are going to talk about that and what do they mean, right? So let's just recite this verse and then we'll go forward. Sitatapatra vyajane rupaskuta
Siddhartha Vyajane Lupasrita
Prasuna varshe abhivarshita pathi Vishangavasa vanamalaya babhau Gano yatharko dupachapa vaidyutai Wonderful. So, let's see, who wants to recite the translation? Okay, Rishit will, because he asked a question. So he will. Yeah, go ahead.
Passed along the public road of Dwarka. His head was protected from the sunshine by the white umbrella. White feathered fan moved in semicircles, and showers of flowers fell upon the road. His yellow garments and garlands of flowers made it appear as if the dark clouds were surrounded simultaneously by sun, moon, lightning, and rainbows.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for that. And thank you for asking that question. So, we have to churn this. See, sometimes what we hear, what speakers we sometimes there can be error. But by asking question, those can be rectified. So, great. So, let us understand. So, last time we saw that, what is what. So, we know Siddhartha Patra means white umbrella, right? Arka means sun. So, these are all the names which are given. And what is happening is the whole Krishna's body and the things which are happening are compared to the natural phenomena. Because it is very difficult to compare Krishna with anything else. Then we compare him with his own creation. All this is his creation. That's what we are comparing with. So that's what is here. So now let's see what exactly is umbrella. Is it Siddhartha white umbrella? What exactly is it? Is it a Urupa? Is it a sun? What is it? So let's try from, because last time there was some error. So we'll rectify that. So here's a white umbrella that we see. Keep that picture in mind, which was there, right? Is a moon. This white umbrella is on the head of Krishna. So it is moon, right? Then yellow garment is effulgent. So it is like a sun, because sun is like yellow in color, bright yellow, right? So Krishna's vastra, which is Pithambar, is also like a sun. So that is what is compared. The showering flowers, which devotees are flowering, from the top of their palace and on the street, it is compared to the stars, like falling stars, We all seen the falling star. Everybody has seen it? Yeah, you can see it in the sky, right? Sometimes the star falls. Yeah. So like that it is falling. Which one?
So this is the corrected?
This is corrected one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because here in the purport it says the white umbrella is like the sun.
Correct. So that's what it is, bringing mistakes. So I had to consult. And because he asked question. And then I was thinking, I answered him that way. But then I said, it's not matching somewhere, then I had some doubt because of this question. I just repeated the word and it did not come to my mind. Because he asked question, I suddenly started thinking, and while going only, I was thinking I will call them and tell, hey, I think I made some mistake. But then before that, I wanted to talk to somebody, get some guidance. Hey, then they said that no, there is an error in this. So then I rectified. So that's why we are repeating today. Right? So Krishna's body complexion, as you know, is like ghana, means it's like a cloud, rain-filled cloud. So that's what it is. The flower garland is a rainbow, right? Because it has got multicolor. If you see, it has got multiple colors to which it is. What is the Krishna's garland called? Anybody knows? Huh? No, Vanamala. It is Vanamala means garland, but what? Vaijayanti Mala. Yeah. It is a Vaijayanti Mala is made of five types of flowers, which he wears in Vrindavan. That's what it is. So here he also is wearing very nice, wonderful garland. So that is compared to a rainbow, because rainbow has multicolor. Same thing is here. And then movement of the feather, which is like, is moving up and down. So when it moves very fast. So it's like lightning and then goes up, right? That was your question for that, right? So this is the movement. So let's go back to a picture now. So then we'll understand. Okay, everybody got this meaning?
Yes.
So now we are going to see the picture. And now a quiz. Okay, so what is Pitambar?
Sun.
Okay, what is garland? Okay, what is the white umbrella on the top? Okay, what are these flowers fallen down? Okay, what is Krishna's body?
Cloud.
Into cloud. Okay, and what is the movement of the chamar? Very good, you all got it. Everybody's paying attention. Very nice. So we have some quizzes this time, Everybody get ready. Pay attention because the question will come from anywhere. All right, so this is how we should see Krishna. And this particular verse is recited when we are welcoming the deities, for example, when we are welcoming ceremony. This particular verse is recited, So look at Krishna, is so beautiful, isn't it? It looks so effulgent, like that. And we can imagine how Prabhupada has told his disciples such amazing, with so much detail. And those disciples have taken those and created this painting. So you can see how much effort they have put in, how much love they have. All the paintings that you see are created by Prabhupada's disciples. They did not exist before that. So we can imagine how much detail Prabhupada will tell them. Prabhupada can only tell if he can visualize these things. Who can tell something like this? Like if you have seen the Nikunja's picture where Radha Krishna and then other Sakhis are sitting and all that. It was created by Jadurani. Prabhupada was telling her, and then she took 11 years to create that. 11 years. But so detailed. If you look at the colors and all that, so we can imagine how much she was meditating on that. It's available everywhere. You can just search. No, you can buy that.
The original picture is
That is available, yeah. She has that. It's very beautiful. Even just by looking at the picture itself, we get so much affection. Wow, it's like that. It's so beautiful. Okay, so everybody clear on this, right? So now we'll go to 28. So actually session starts now. It was revision. Okay, so now in the next two verses, Krishna is dealing because Krishna has come. He has initially seen all the Dwarkavasis and all that. As he come closer to his residence, now he is dealing with his mothers and all these intimate relations are being discussed. So very wonderful things are there. Let us try to understand that. Pravistastu gruham pitro parishvaka swamatrubi Bhavande Shirasa Sapta Devaki Pramukha Muda. Okay. Akshat, can you please read better?
After entering the house of his father, he was embraced by the mother's presence, and the Lord offered his obeisances unto them by placing his head at their feet. The mothers were headed by Devaki to be mother.
Thank you, Veda. Very nice. Hare Krishna. So, Krishna entered his home now. What is he doing first? He is paying obeisances to mothers, right? This is the etiquette that Krishna is teaching us. See, Krishna is doing Narvat Leela means as a human pastime. And through that, he teaches us how a human should behave. Krishna and Lord Ram, when they came, they actually came to teach us how we should behave because they came in human forms, right? So we must respect and see how we do. Normally, when people sometimes they try to pay obeisance to parents, like that. From far also sometimes they do okay. But look at what Krishna is. Krishna is putting his head on their feet. You know, this is how the etiquettes are there. I remember when once, I think 2014. Yeah, 14. When Ramdev Baba, he was doing yoga and all that. When he was called on the stage to give some, he first time I saw him paying obeisance like that. He touched with the head, the feet of the senior person in front of him. And I said, wow, this is great. This is how we should pay obeisances. Right? Sometimes we pay half obeisances, all, but this is the correct way of doing it. So Krishna is teaching us. Right? If our body is supporting, then we must do this. Sometimes body is not supporting, which is understandable. But if body is healthy and we can bow down, we must do this. It's very important. These are the etiquette which we should try to follow. This might look like, oh, what is there in big deal in this? It is not big deal. It's a great deal actually to pay respect, right? So let's read the purport because purport has got, now the quiz will come. Okay, pay attention everyone. So in purport, Srila Prabhupada says, so all the translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In purport, Prabhupada says, it appears that Vasudeva, the father of Lord Krishna, had completely separate residential quarters where he lived with his wives. So he had a different quarter altogether. And that's where he was living. Right? So now it is mentioned. See, this is very important point which is there. And we should, especially when we have a relationship with others, this is very important for us to know. Okay? He says that his Lord Krishna did not distinguish his real mother from his stepmothers. Because Vasudeva had many wives, he did not distinguish, oh, Devaki is here and somebody else. No, he did not do that, right? And he equally offered his obeisances unto all the wives of Vasudeva present at the occasion. So now the question, okay? So purport can be closed. What the question? Question is here. 7 mothers. So which are the 7 mothers? One at a time. Earth, okay?
Our real mother.
Real mother, okay? Real mother is there. Real mother. Okay. One who has got option, please wait. Let others answer. Then everybody can answer. Everybody can participate. You want to say something? Yes, Akshay? You using the reference? He's using reference. He's using the reference guide. This is a closed book exam. Go ahead, no problem. Which one is that? Huh?
Shastras.
What is Shastra?
Shastra.
No.
Cow.
A cow, yes. So somebody said yes. Any other? So cow has come, Mata has come, the earth has come.
Nurse.
Nurse, yes, very nice man. Nurse. Datri. Guru Patni, okay, Guru Patni, yes. Then 2 more. Wife of Brahmana, very nice. And wife of the king, yes, very good. So all these are there. See, Guru Patni is important, Then Brahmani is a wife of Brahman. Then we have Rajapatnika, which is a queen, right? Then Dhainu is a cow. right? Dhatri is the nurse, and Prithvi. So these are the 7 mothers that we should always pay respect to. Always pay respect to. In fact, every woman should be seen as a mother other than his own wife. That's it. That's what Chanakya Pandit says, right? So there is a very beautiful verse in remembering all these things. We cannot forget. If you remember that word, then we will remember it forever. So let's recite those words, which is written by Chanakya Pandit, right? So everybody see who they are, right? The same thing will come in the verse also. Okay, let's repeat this. Atmamata Guru Patni Brahmani Rajapatnika Venurdhatri Tatha Prithvi Saptaida Matara Smritaha. Okay, Kavish, can you please read, beta?
One's own mother, the wife of a guru, the wife of a brahmana, the wife of a king, the cow, the nurse, and the earth are known as the 7 mothers of a man.
Hare Krishna. So these are 7 mothers, and we should always pay. So Krishna is teaching that we should always respect women, and
Don't you, why it is man? Mother of a man, why not?
mothers of man. See, normally in scripture, man is given as a reference, but everybody covered in that. Man, woman, everything is there. We cannot write mothers of man and woman, it become too much. So man means as a symbolic, as any human living being. That is how it is. So even by this injection of the Shastra, the stepmother, who is the wife of the father, is also as good as mother, because the father is also of the spiritual master. So therefore, the stepmothers are the mother, right? So here, this is very important. Please pay attention, dear devotees. This is Prabhupada, whatever Prabhupada's purport are, if you read them carefully, understand, is very amazing. So here Prabhupada says, Lord Krishna, the Lord of the universe, plays the part of an ideal son just to teach others how to treat their stepmothers. See how wonderful. Krishna is teaching all of us from his own behavior, how we should do. So now, another question. Okay. What happens when we do not take care of loved ones and satisfy emotional needs? What happens? What happens when we do not take care of the loved ones, our own family members, and we don't give them emotional need? We give them money, everything is given, but if you don't take care of emotional need, which is very important, it's very important. Money anybody can give. You can give gadgets and all that, but if you don't give love, emotional well-being, it's very difficult. So what happens? Any example from Shastra where something ghastly happened because of this? Something very, very dangerous thing happened. This was not taken care. Nah, somebody is not taken care of. Somebody is not. But go behind in this. Nah, there was not a glove there. Huh?
I think Dua.
Dua is there, but there nothing much happened. I'm talking about some ghastly happened. Something really hard.
Prahlad Maharaj.
No. Think. You have to go back in the cantos. I mean, I'm leading advancing, but it was very nice. Okay, I'll give you a picture. Then I'll show you the picture. Then you can probably get the clue. All right. Here's the picture. Now decide. No, wait, Radharani, come on, guys. I'm telling something ghastly happened. Now you're telling Radharani, where is that? So I'll tell you a few characters here. Okay, Narad Muni, everybody knows.
Is that
Behind them is Angira Muni. So now distinct Angira Muni and Narad Muni.
Okay. Harshashok.
Chitraketu Maharaj. So this is a very amazing story to understand. We'll not go in deep, but I'll just tell you. See, Chitraketu Maharaj had many wives, but he never had a son. He was hankering for a son. And On the behest, he was requesting Angira Muni, Narad Muni, when they came to visit him, said, please give me son. He said, no, no, you don't need son. You will have a lot of problems. He said, no, no, I want it. Then they gave the son. They got the son. Right? What is the son's name? Harsha Shoka. Harsha means what? Happiness. Shoka means sadness, right? So he got a son named like that, who gave joy also, and also the same son will give them a lot of distress. That's how it was named, right? So he had wife, Krita Dyuti. Her name was Krita Dyuti. So as soon as the son came, Chitraketu Maharaj, become very affectionate towards her because he got son from her. And he had so many wives, he started neglecting. He was not spending time with them, neglected them. And then what happened? All the wives conspired. They poisoned the child and killed it because they were not emotionally taken care of. They had everything, right? So this is what it is. It's very, very thing. Therefore, dear devotees, we have to give love to our children. We have to give time to our children, quality time. That's very important. Sometimes we say, use this, spend some time. No, we should not do that. In the future, it will have a very big repercussions and we'll regret. So we can learn all this from the scripture. Our scripture teaches everything. It's just that we need to read, open the scripture, read, and implement this instruction in our lives. Yeah. And Krishna himself is teaching here. What more to say, right? Okay, so let's go to next verse. Verse number 29. Here, again, further dealing with mother is being described. Very nice thing. So we'll just read this verse. Ta putram ankam aropya sneha snuta payodharaha harsha vihalitatmana Shishichu netra jay jalehe. Okay, yes, can you?
The mothers, after embracing their son, sat him on their laps. Due to pure affection, they were overwhelmed with delight, and the tears from their eyes wounded the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So when, even in this world, when the child has gone to college and they return in 6 months, still there is so much love. Both are crying. Oh, mama. It's so much love. Because today I remember I brought my daughter, I went to college and she comes every week, So as soon as she entered, she was like running inside the home. I could see how, to meet her mother, she was like, okay, I'm like, I want to meet her. And she just spoke 10 minutes ago on the phone, I'm reaching like that. That's a convert, but that affection is very different, especially with mothers, because, the child is born from the mother's body. So it's like a mother only. It's like a direct connection. So what to speak of Krishna, right? And all those mothers, they are spiritual. And therefore there is natural, the tears which comes out. It is very natural phenomena. There is no question about it. There is hardly any mother who will not cry. This is impossible. But every mother will cry. Oh, my child has come. They'll embrace, so much love and affection is shown there. So that's what all these mothers are showing. Even the Krishna is going, he says, come sit here, sitting there next to him. And how Krishna is dealing, he's dealing with all the mothers like that, not just with Devaki. Devaki is his real mother, but he's dealing with every mother like that. He's not discriminating. So therefore, we should also not discriminate among our family members and all that. So, and Prabhupada, again, as we know, for every purport, he takes us to Vrindavan. He connects straight to Vrindavan. So here in purport, Prabhupada says, when Lord Krishna at Vrindavan, right, even the cows would become moistened by affection towards him, and he would draw milk from the udder of every affectionate living being. So what to speak of stepmother, who are already as good as his own mother? Even cows would naturally, flow. Their udder will start flowing milk from that. Automatically, they see Krishna. It's so beautiful. I mean, I was just imagining how beautiful that would be. It's so amazing, you know. Sometime then I was in my childhood when I used to go to my grandfather's home in village. There are a lot of cows, so they'll bring cow. First the calf has to be fed, and the cow won't give milk, you know. So calf comes, and naturally sometimes you know the milk will come out just as soon as the calf is coming close to them. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it's like that. So naturally, Krishna is a supreme personality. Why would calf not love him? They love so much to him. And that's what is here. Prabhupada reminds us immediately that you think of Vrindavan, he takes us every pervert, basically that is our place, that is our home. So Prabhupada is trying to remind us that is our home, what's happening in our home, we should remember. So it's not some location or a place, it's not like that. It looks in a bhautik jagat, it's in the material world, but it's actually spiritual world. We don't have eyes to see that, but actually it is like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next verse. Now Krishna is going to deal with the queens. So he's now going to meet his wives, right? So it's a very beautiful. Next 3 verses talked about that. So let us read this verse. Atha vishat swabhavanam sarvakamam anuttamam prasadayatra patninam sahasrani cha shodasha. Okay. Who's Kavish? Kavish, did you read? What? Yeah, okay, so Riyansh.
Thereafter, the Lord entered his palaces, which were perfect to the fullest extent. His wife lived in them, and they numbered over 16,000.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna had 16,108 wives. So somebody asked question, why Krishna had so many wives? Yes.
It was to save all of them.
Yes, very good. See? Save all of them. Krishna did not go and say, you marry me. No. Krishna has not done to anybody like that. All of them came and said, Krishna, please save us. We are getting married to a demonic people. Somebody has captivated. Please save us. Krishna saved them. And then also Krishna did not want to marry. He says, where we will go? Because people will reject us. Right? When the 16,000, the queen princes were captured, they were rescued by Krishna. But then said, we cannot go back to our parents' home. They will not accept. They will reject us because you have stayed with somebody, stayed in somebody other man's home. Krishna said, okay, no problem, I'll take care of you. So in this also people start talking, oh, Krishna has one, I can also have wife. But look at Krishna, what did he do? He was spending time with each and every one at the same time. When Narad Muni came to Dwarka, he was confused. Oh, Krishna is playing with a child. Krishna is having some prasad at one's home. Krishna is having some arati. He's doing an arati. One place he's discussing something. He's playing chess. Like that. Narad Muni ultimately went to every home and came back. And he was confused. Krishna, what is this? That's how the Krishna is. That we cannot imitate. And Krishna gave everything those wives needed. He gave every palace, everything was given to them. Right? Which we cannot imitate. Because he is able to take care of that. If you are able to do that, then we can also marry, no problem. But we know we cannot do it. Yes, question, yeah.
Guruji, is the number 16,108 because like you chant 16 rounds and then like in each round you chant up.
I never thought of this. This is great analogy. But nice analogy. But no, that is not the that's not the correct. Wow, this this is great. Great. Yeah, but that's not the right thing. But thank you. Today also, like, when we are coming in the car, Robert was asking, Mata, you post every day some number. What is that number? So all the book reading people, devotees know, right? We put that 47, 128 and all that. Robert said, Mata, you put this number. What does it mean actually? So, yeah. So good. I think this kind of curiosity is required. See, he knows that how many rounds we have to chant, and each round how many mantras are there. Then he connected that to this. Only a person who is interested in Krishna consciousness can think about it. Otherwise, it's not difficult. Like I never got thought because see, our mind is straightforward. 16 down, 1, but there is any here no connection at all. But he made the connection, which is nice. Yeah. So here, yeah. So basically, he's Krishna is a reunion. He's meeting all the wives. So there is a lot of affection which is coming, right? And he just entered the home yet. He's not yet met, but now he's going to meet his wife. So what are the responses as soon as the wives see him? That we'll see in the next verse. Yeah. So we can see, just keep this picture in mind. The queens are sitting here, standing there. Krishna is embracing whom? His son. Samba, Pradyumna, they are his son's name, right? So he's embracing them. And we'll see why it is happening that way. You see, every action has some message in that. In Krishna, every pastime, everything he does, there's an amazing understanding that we should try. We should not think this is all mundane. That's why you see Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. There are so many things happen in everything that Krishna does. Everything that Krishna does. So much to learn, right? If you hear classes of like Amrenda Prabhu and all that, he will tell you why Krishna holds flute like this. And there's a whole reason behind Krishna putting flute on his lip. And he will speak 1 hour on that, right? So that means that so much deep is so deep, right? We are reading very high level. But when you go deeper, is even deeper than Pacific Ocean. These are very deep. But even this gives us so much joy, isn't it? So much joy is being given from this. So what to speak of when we go deeper? But for that, what we need a pure heart to understand. Otherwise, we'll think it is all mundane, we'll not believe it, and we'll try to imitate those kind of things. That won't help. That won't help. Right? No imitation is required. Okay. So this verse is talking about what is the response of the queens, right? Palyapatim Proshya. No, I think this meter is different. No, it is not like that. Palyapatim Proshya Gruhanupagatam. Palyapatim Proshya Gruhanupagatam. Pilokya Sanjatamano Mahosavaha. Uttasthurarat Sahasa Sanashayat. Sakam Prater Bridita Lochananaha. Okay, we're going to read.
Which is the first for Patnem or is it?
Patnem is wives. Is a plural.
Is it plural?
Plural of wives. Okay, who wants to read, Mata? Yeah.
Translation. The queens of Lord Sri Krishna rejoiced within their minds to see their husband home after a long period abroad. The queens got up at once from their seats and meditations. As was socially customary, they covered their faces shyly and looked about coyly.
Hare Krishna. So, custom is what? You cover your face, that's what customary is. Today, all these are almost lost. In few places, you can see it, but it's not being followed. So, we'll understand few things from the purport. It's a very long purport, but we'll understand the key points in the message which is given by Srila Prabhupada in the purport. It's very important for all of us. So, Krishna is mentioned here that Lord at once expanded himself in as many plenary expansion as there were queens and palaces, and entered in each and every home, every one of them simultaneously and separately. So he entered simultaneously, means he is meeting Satyabhama, he is meeting Rukmani also, he is meeting another wife. At the same time, that means he expanded himself into those many forms, 16,108, and then he entered simultaneously. Means every wife felt that Krishna is with me. Krishna is with me, right? It happened in Ras Leela, same thing. Every gopi thing, Krishna is dancing only with me. What happened during the Govardhan Leela? Everybody felt Krishna is looking at him. Even though Krishna is standing like this, everybody think, even those standing behind, they thought Krishna is facing them. Can you imagine? This is Krishna. It is sometimes unexplainable, but only if we understand from the yes.
So Prabhu, one question is,
Yeah.
if he can expand in so many, plenary portions, why did he leave one portion or at least few portions when he left from Dwarka? Or is it to increase separation? What is the point?
Few portion in the sense that leave the wives.
Yeah, he could have left, couple like 16,000, no problem, right? And then left there and then went to, deal with the war and everything and then come back like.
Yeah, so then we will not have this pastime happening here. We will not read this wonderful separation, right? So in a real world, the Vipralamba, which is a love from separation, is on the higher side, right? So this kind of bhav will not be there. Then somebody say, "Hey, Krishna was with me. What's big deal?" And then so he wanted to give equal thing to everyone. So every 16,108 wives, nobody had Krishna. So they were like feeling very sorrow in their heart. And as soon as they saw Krishna, they had so much love for him, right? Which would not happen. Like Satyabhama had Krishna and Jambavati did not have. So Jambavati felt sorrow. But Satyabhama, Krishna was here only. That won't work out. Yeah. Yes, you had it.
No, they got it. I was thinking like if he would have left clothes, then they might be confused if the wives talk to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Krishna is here and you don't know what is Krishna is here. He left you, not me. Correct. Very nice understanding. Because wives will talk to each other, isn't it? They're not living in a different planet. They're living in the same city. So obviously they'll meet. So very nice. Thank you. He's one step ahead. Very nice. Very nice. So this is how we should study. So when we discuss this, these things comes out, right? Everybody has some unique point to tell, isn't it? And this is how we should study.
If we read, yes.
Yes, if you read together, we share, we ask questions, and everybody gets a nice understanding. Yeah, 16,108. How will we think like this? Now that will remain in our mind forever, isn't it? We'll never forget that. So certain things, you create some impression in our mind which stays till forever. Yeah. So that is why this association is so important. It's very rare. First of all, human form is so rare. In human form, getting bhakti is so rare. In bhakti, getting association is so rare, dear devotees. And we are having that. So we are one of the most fortunate living beings at this point in time. I'm saying at this point because here we are together. Tomorrow when we don't know what we'll be doing. But when we are together, we are the most fortunate. And we should always think and aspire for this association. Association with the devotees.
Because of you, we are connected.
No, because of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada Mataji. Krishna has given us, Prabhupada is translating his purport, Srila Prabhupada's purports are amazing. So, yeah, that's what it is. So here, many times they have, why Krishna had 16,108 wives. So Prabhupada gives a very beautiful response here. He says, on the contrary, one should affirm that even if the Lord marries 16,000 million wives, he is not completely manifesting his unlimited and inexhaustible potency. Means Krishna can expand himself in millions, as much as he wants. Even if he's doing that, is still not his full potency. So what to speak of 16,000? It's nothing. right? So that's what. He married only 16,000 wives and entered in each and every one of the different palaces just to impress in the history of the human being on the surface of the earth that the Lord is never equal to or less than any human being, however powerful he may be. So somebody is very powerful here, somebody is very knowledgeable, he's got so much wealth, everything. Nobody can match Krishna. Just because somebody has some power, they think I'm become a god, isn't it? Some people think like that. I can buy country, I can do this. What you can do? One breath is gone and you're finished. You're gone, right? There are so many people who have come and gone. What happened to them? There are so many conquerors who came. Nothing happened. Like Genghis Khan came from China, Sikandar. What happened to Alexander? Where are they now? Nobody knows where are they. Great businessmen, where are they now? They had millions of dollars, so much money, fame, everything. What happened? Nothing can save them. So we are all mere mortal. That is the understanding we should have. And first thing understanding is we are not this body. Prabhupada has in fact repeated this thing in every of his class. In every class he says, we are not the body, we are the soul. But where is that understanding coming around? Because as soon as we hear, yeah, we say, yeah, I'm not the body. But as soon as our behavior comes, it's a bodily level, isn't it? Our behaviors, our conduct is at the body level. It is not happening at the spiritual level, at this in the sense soul level. And that is what we are practicing to achieve that. That's the perfection of life. The perfection of human lives to understand that, and then with that understanding, if we implement that in our lives, we'll definitely go back to Godhead. And that can only be done as we were reading yesterday in Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is that? Not Chaitanya Charitamrita. We were reading Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj gives his prayers. He says, in this world, Chaitanya Maharaj came and told everyone that we should only by chanting we can go back to Godhead. Nothing else. That will purify our heart. That will purify our consciousness. That will invoke love in our heart for Krishna, which is missing today. Right? It is good that we are coming together, listening to Kirtan, Katha, having nice prasadam, which is good because it is spiritual, it's not mundane. So this is fine. Even if you are enjoying this, no problem. You know, if you have a desire to eat nice prasad, no problem. Right? So it's like that. And one important point, Prabhupada makes here is that according to Yajnavalkya's religious instruction, a woman whose husband is away from home should not take part in any social function, should not decor her body, should not laugh, and should not go to any relative's house in any circumstances. This is the vow of the ladies whose husbands are away from home. So this is important point that wives, the woman should not go alone somewhere and all that. Primarily from the protection point of view, like we were discussing, like the feminism is going on. Everybody says, "Oh, woman is equal to man" and all that. It's all at material level, but that is not true, and that should not be imitated, especially in the devotees circle. Then, at the same time, it is also enjoined that a wife should never present herself before a husband in an unclean state. She must decorate herself with ornaments and good dress, and should always be present before the husband in a happy and joyous mood. So everybody becomes happy. See, in our home, one person is unhappy, whole home environment is not so good, isn't it? It happens many times. So we have to make sure it remains nice, cool, everybody is. And therefore, Prabhupada says, keep Krishna in center. As soon as Krishna comes in center, then everybody is surrounded by him. And then we got connected. Then those slowly, those kind of negative energy will go away. May not go away immediately, but those slowly, they will go away. In further, Prabhupada writes, Lord, either be presence by trance, the gopis at Vrindavan could not forget the Lord when the Lord was away in the forest cowherding. When the Lord boy Krishna was absent from the village, the gopis at home used to worry about him, traversing the rough ground with his soft lotus feet. By thinking thus, They were sometimes overwhelmed in trance and mortified in the heart. Such a condition, such is a condition of the pure associate of the Lord. Just by seeing that, oh, Lord has gone, I can't see him, he must be in so much distress. He's walking on a path, there are thorns, there are small pebbles, which will hurt his soft lotus feet, right? So therefore, there is a verse comes in Bhagavatam. You can recite this verse, very beautiful verse. See? So let us recite this verse, very beautiful verse. This is recited by gopis when Krishna goes away and they can't see him. Atati yad bhavan ahanikananam Truti yugayate tvam pashyatam Kutilakuntalam Srimukham chate Jada udikshatam Pakshma kruddasham Okay. Somebody, Bilaspur, can you read translation?
Translation. When you go off to the forest during the day, a tiny fraction of a second becomes like a millennium for us because we cannot see you. And even when we can eagerly look upon your beautiful face, so lovely with its adornment of curly locks, our pleasure is hindered by our eyelids, which were fashioned by the foolish creator.
Hare Krishna. So, see, so who is foolish creator? Brahmaji, yes. See, they are saying when you go in the forest, they can't see you. And that's so sad. And when you come also, because of our eyelid flashing, we are losing your vision for a moment. And who's that fool who created this? So this is the condition of pure devotee, that they cannot remain separate from Krishna. They cannot remain separate from Krishna. So when we have this kind of love for Krishna, then our life will be perfected. But we should work toward it. Don't worry that we are not there. It's not like that. We are not there, but as long as we are practicing, by mercy of Krishna, we can become like this. It's all mercy. On our own stand, it's not going to happen. And therefore, we keep saying that we have to pray. Pray to Krishna, pray to Srila Gurudev, pray to Vaishnavas, and let them blessing come so we can get this love. Further, in purport, right, according to Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, there was a regular psychological reaction on the occasion. First of all, rising from their seats. Although they wanted to see their husband, they were deterred because of feminine shyness. But due to strong ecstasy, they overcame that stage of weakness and become caught up with the idea of embracing the Lord. And these thoughts factually made them unconscious of their surrounding environment. The prime state of ecstasy annihilated all other formalities and social conventions, and thus they escaped all stumbling blocks on the path of meeting the Lord. And that is the perfect stage of meeting the Lord of the soul, Sri Krishna, Prananath. Lord of the soul means Prananath. So here, they wanted to meet Krishna, they want to embrace Krishna. It is his husband, our husband. Why not we do it? But custom was not allowing, but still they wanted to do that, right? Because there is so much love, sometimes they forget what is happening around. And many times we see that people behave in such a way then nobody's around, isn't it? Because they are in all material world, those behaviors. But this is a spiritual behavior. So that's what it is. But we'll see how they are embracing Krishna, right? Even in their private courtyard, how amazingly these queens are showing this. Very beautiful verses coming here, devotees. So let's recite this verse. So here, how gopis are, not gopi, queens are embracing Krishna is described. Very nice. And we will see that. And then there's a question coming up. Okay, so everybody pay attention in this verse, and then we have a question. So I'm giving Advance notice. The question is coming, so I will be attention. Or let me reveal the question now, and then we'll go there before you. Okay, the question is that, like this verse will explain how the queens embraces Krishna. Okay, so you have to give me example. That who else exhibited such behavior?
Gopis.
No, that we'll see. First, understand what they have done. We are not even seeing what they have done. So let's understand what they have done, and then we will say, okay, this is like that. Some light will bulb, light bulb will glow. So let's try to see this. So therefore, pay attention. Okay, everybody, you with me?
Yes. Very good.
You're talking, so you will miss out on the quiz. Okay, because we'll go to purport and then we'll start. This question will come. So you have to pay attention to whole words translation and purport. Then you will be able to answer, because then some intuition will come in our heart. But let's see. So I'm forgetting this. How do you go this? Okay, Mata is reading. Very nice. Tamatmeje drishtivir antaratmana. Duranta bhava parirebhir patim. Niruddham ash arshavad ambunetrayo. Vilajjati nam bhruguvarya vaikalava. Okay, Mataji can read. Anybody can go ahead.
The inseparable ecstasy was so strong that the queens who were shy first embraced the Lord in the innermost recesses of their hearts. Then they embraced him visually, and then they sent their sons to embrace him, which is equal to personal embracing. But, O chief among the Bhrigus, though they tried to restrain their feelings, they inadvertently shed tears. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, what are the three ways the queens embrace Krishna? Okay. No, it's not a chorus answer. No? You raise your hand, raise your Zoom hand, or raise your real hand here. Yes.
Visually,
How that?
they visually embrace.
Yes, visually. Yes, by seeing them. Yes. Okay.
Then,
Then?
please take me.
Yes.
In their hearts.
In their heart. Yes. Yes, Kavish.
And then they sent their sons.
Yeah, send the sons to embrace. Why they send the sons?
They said the same.
They are the same? Why? Okay. Yes, because it's coming from the same body. So, right. So, let's go to the. Yeah, sorry? You had something to say?
No, I was just it was personal embrace.
Yes. Yes. Very nice. So, let's look at the purport. And then the question, you have the question in mind, right? Please remember that question. Although due to feminine shyness, there were many hindrances to embracing the dear husband, Lord Shri Krishna. The queens perform the act by seeing him, by putting him in the course of their heart, and by sending their sons to embrace him. Still, the act remained unfinished. Even they did these three actions, it was still not enough, right? And the tears rolled down their cheeks despite all endeavors to check them. They were crying, and so much ecstasy is there. Krishna has come after many, many years, right? One indirectly embraces the husband by sending the son to embrace him because the son is developed as part of the mother's body. The embrace of the son is satisfaction from the affectionate point of view. You embrace them, they get affectionate because straight over there. So now here is the question. So there are three ways queens embrace Krishna: by visually, by putting them in the heart, and sending their sons. So give me an example who exhibited something like this.
Mother?
Huh? No, mothers have done it, man. Okay, if you can't get it, then I'll give you some hint. You want hint? Phone a friend? Okay. So it is from our Acharya. One of our Acharya has done this. But then you cannot just take name. You tell me how it happened. Then people will start giving names suddenly. Okay, this. Any of our Acharya who's done like this.
Bilvamangal Thakur in the forest.
No, but here we are seeing that he embraces in three ways. So think of that, three ways. A guru. Guru's sons are who? The disciples. Guru has all the disciples are like his sons. So now connect their dots. Somebody couldn't embrace Krishna, which he used to do earlier, but now he is very old, weak, cannot do it. This is our Guru Parampara. Huh? Yeah, Prabhupada is correct answer, but how and when?
The last stage.
Huh?
Last stage.
Yeah, last stage in 1977 when he was very weak, he couldn't walk, right? And then he was so weak that devotee used to carry him in a palanquin. That palanquin is still there in Vrindavan, right? So that palanquin was carried, and Prabhupada will go there. So let's see this. Instead of me telling you, see this video. It's very beautiful video, you know? Very nice. The computer is hung now. Yeah, and hopefully it will run. This is what happens.
Cannot play media.
Where it is coming?
This.
Oh, there's an error coming?
Yeah.
Hold on. YouTube has got 40 minutes. We don't have 40 minutes. So let me play here somewhere else. Don't worry. We have solutions. We are 90 guys. So I'll bring up there in a moment. It's just coming up. It was working at home. Now it's not working. This is what this technology always embarrasses all of us at times. So basically, Prabhupada, when he was very weak, devotee would carry him in palanquin, and then he cannot.
Yeah, I think this will play for me.
No, this will play. I just want to make sure that we are seeing this. Yeah.
Happening because of the sharing of the screen.
No, that should not be a problem at all.
Why?
I don't know what's happening. Let me use another player and see if that works out. So yeah, so point is that when Prabhupada you couldn't go on the altar, right? He would always he was carried into the temple by the devotees, and he would take darshan from far. You know, so basically it's like he's embracing those and doing it. So it's very nice. But this is what happened. It's not going to play. No, it's playing. Very good. Hopefully it will play here. Oh, it's a big file. That's why it's happening like this.
It will come.
So you can see it's being carried.
We cannot visually experience
You can
the
see that
presence of the
he's
super
looking
soul.
at Krishna
Out of his
Balram.
immense
He's been
compassion, the super soul appears before us as a pure devotee,
That's
the
Prabhupada
spiritual master.
being there, and he cannot
Such a spiritual
He's
master is
devoted.
as worshipable as Krishna is.
So exactly
in
like
his dealings.
what
There are no activities but
we
those of transcendental loving service to the Lord.
so we can see when the those probably everything that the heart and I look at
The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. That moment is human society's greatest treasure.
Seeing the spiritual master with devotion and reverence is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching his lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch. And
how
glorifying
these
his
boys are dancing
qualities
in ecstasy,
is the
right?
tongue's real activity.
So I think it's not saying well, so we'll stop here. Anyway, it's going to close. So we can see how Prabhupada is exhibiting all those three ways of seeing Krishna, here itself. So this is such a wonderful thing, dear devotee, that Prabhupada is, and we can see this how it is happening here in this wonderful word itself. Yeah. So we can see this, what is written here, we can see it ourselves, So pure devotees have so much love for Krishna. Okay. So let's cover a few more verses and then we will stop. But yeah, let's go back. So this is always fresh. What is always fresh? Krishna's lotus feet. You can see how beautiful these lotus feet are, right? Okay. Yadyapyaso parshvagato raho gatas. Tathapi tasyandriyugam navam navam. Pade pade ka virmeta tatpada. Chalapi yachirna jahati karhichi. Yes, anybody want to read? Hare.
Translation. Although Lord Krishna was constantly by their sides as well as exclusively alone, his feet appeared to them to be newer and newer. The goddess of fortune, although by nature always restless and moving, could not quit the Lord's feet. So what woman can be detached from those feet, having once taken shelter of them?
Hare. So all the wives, they are taken shelter of Krishna, so they cannot move. Even Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi is considered to be very chanchal. He doesn't stay at one place. But she is fixed at lotus feet of Krishna and saying that she will not move. So you can imagine even somebody who's very chanchal is still fixed up at Krishna. So how beautiful the feet are. It is mentioned that it looks, every time they look at Krishna, it looks completely new. They say, oh wow, this is different. We have never seen him before like this. So there's a story which comes in once in South India, there was one Brahman who got married and then, married to, and his wife was very beautiful and she had a very beautiful eyes. So one day when Ramanujacharya was walking, and this Brahman was also walking with his wife, and he was walking very differently. He was holding umbrella for his wife, right? Normally, when you hold umbrella, you are either by the side or behind, right? But he was walking in front, and he was walking ulta, like reverse, and he was looking at his wife and walking like this. So Ramanujacharya, what is happening? You just ask him why he is walking like this. Nobody walks like this. Can you go and ask? Disciples said, okay, they went. Well, let's ask why he's walking ulta. So he goes and says, why are you walking like this? He says, because my wife has got some most beautiful eyes in the world, and I cannot take my eyes off her eyes. So I want to keep seeing that. That's why I'm holding it like that. So they come and tell Gurudev, okay, he's doing like this. You call him here. No, Guru, what is it? What will you tell me? He's mad. You cannot teach him anything. He's just gone. He said, no, please call him. So in the call, the Brahman, he comes and he says, tell me why you are walking like this. He says, because my eyes are the most beautiful eyes in the world. Okay, what if I show you the 1,000 times more beautiful eyes than this? He'll say, if you show me that, I'll become servant of that person. You sure? Yes. Okay. Then he says, come tomorrow morning in the temple. Shilingam temple. He says, please come. He says, even morning, who goes to see someone eyes? Even morning we wake up, our eyes are not so beautiful. Because you're just woken up, eyes are swollen or something. How can they be beautiful? It is not possible. He said, anyway, he is called, I will go. So he goes in the morning, early morning. And then Ramanujacharya takes him into the temple and gives him a darshan of Lord Ranganath. And when he sees the eyes are so beautiful, that he starts crying. That, and then he becomes a wonderful devotee. So it is like that, once we see Krishna, we cannot leave him. Impossible. It is impossible. We forget everything else in this world. Nothing comes close to Krishna. Right? So here also, all the queens who are at this lotus feet, they don't want to leave Krishna. They are there only, all the time. Because otherwise, what happens in material, what everybody wants? Everybody wants only Lakshmi ji. No Narayan. He said, we don't want that. We only need Lakshmi. Narayan is of no use. Because Lakshmi ji is what we need, right? Everybody is after Lakshmi ji. But Lakshmi is chanchal, it doesn't stay at one place. It moves on. Today it's here, tomorrow it's gone. So that's what it is. So here, Prabhupada makes some very profound point in the purport. So we'll go there. So Lord is the supreme enjoyer of everything in or outside the universe. It is happiness to be employed by him. So mention that it is a happiness to be employed by him. If Krishna employs us, how happy will we be? So do we feel great at working at some great companies? Do we feel proud? Oh my God, I'm working at this company. Okay. We feel proud to work with great companies, do we? Right? Give some names. Google, okay. Amazon.
Nike.
Okay. What other thing? Microsoft, Accenture. WhatsApp is all Meta company, right? Everything is Meta. So we'll see all this: Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, NASA, Google, Amazon, Apple. We feel, my God, I'm working. We wear the T-shirt, cap, whatever. Everybody wants to work there. Everybody wants to work here. But what we are employed?
Back like Accenture.
Yeah. He was carrying proudly, right? I got this in India, I'm carrying since last so many years. So you can see this. So we take so much pride in working for these companies. Now think of, we get employed by Krishna. Wow. Isn't this so amazing? Isn't it? Right? So these pujaris who are getting employed by Krishna, who are doing arti, they have nothing actually. You see how much they have? They're not much. But they are very happy because they are directly employed by Krishna. They are serving Krishna day and night. How wonderful it is. We should have this kind of mood that I want to serve Krishna. Krishna, please take my application. I want to be employed under you. Right? So this is how we should think of. Because our Our Swarup is Jivera Swarup hoy Krishna Nityada. We are servant of Krishna. So why not to have this kind of affection, saying, I want to serve you, Krishna. Please let me serve you. Right? But then there are qualifications. Yeah, you want to get job in Google and all that. Very difficult. Right? If you put your resume will be filtered and thrown out immediately and goes into trash quickly. And there are people who will run YouTube videos, how to crack Google interview, how to crack Meta interview. You can keep listening to those things. They're very tough to get into those companies, right? So if these companies in this material are so tough to get in, obviously we have to do a lot of hard work to get employed by Krishna, isn't it? But Krishna can be conquered very easily by love, selfless love. If you give that Krishna, yeah, please come in. No qualification required. No PhDs, no, the SAT score, all nothing is required. Just go, just love him. Is it? Right? There are so many devotees in Vrindavan who are not educated. Our Guru Parampara, we can see Gaur Kishodas Babaji, not educated. Nobody had so much knowledge and all that, but still they were employed by Krishna. So we should think that we should be employed by Krishna, right? So that will be the most fortunate position that we will have. If you get a call from, this company and say, okay, come in. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? We feel so good. I got an interview call, the student will say, oh, I got a call from Georgia Tech, I want to go there. I so feel proud about it. I remember, when I got call from Accenture, I was like driving car and my sister-in-law and his husband, his family and all were driving. The call came. I was like, okay, let me take the call on the road. Yeah. Okay, you see, you are selected, you are interview, your salary will be this much, Okay. And everybody like, okay, it's so good, you got job, like that. Just for that one phone call. But here, if Krishna calls, how wonderful it would be, isn't it? So we should all think that, okay, let me get employed by Krishna. So let's all start working on the application. You have to fill our resume, right? I want to do Krishna, I did this, I chanted, I did this, I did service. Let's do all these things. We need to prepare our resume for service under Krishna. Then Krishna will call us. Right? So let us all write our resume and apply to Krishna and put it in front of our deity. And Krishna, this is my resume, please take it. Krishna will be very happy. All right? Okay. So here, why Krishna comes is what is being described. So let's quickly read because there are two more verses. We'll try to cover this section. So let's read the translation in the interest of time. So anybody, Mataji, want to read translation?
The Lord.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
The Lord was specified after killing those kings who were burdensome to the earth. They were puffed up with their military strength, their horses, elephants, chariots, infantry, etc. He himself was not a party in the fight. He simply created hostility between the powerful administrators, and they fought among themselves. He was like the wind which causes friction between bamboos and so sparks fire.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is telling that, Krishna is one who descends here definitely to annihilate. Yes, ma'am.
I think we forgot to read the.
Oh, yeah, be interested, but we'll read it. Now that you have reminded, we will read it. I like this interest. He says, okay, we have to read this. Why we are skipping this? We are one step. I like. Thank you for that. So let us recite this verse. एवं नृपाणां क्षितिभार जन्मनां अक्षोहिणीभिः परिवृत्त तेजसाम् विधाय वैरं शशनो यथानलम् मीथो वधेनो परतो निरायुधः. So next time we will not skip any word. Now that everybody is getting interested, we should not. right? So very nice. So this is love for Bhagavatam verse itself is so potent. So sometime in interest of time, we'll do less verse, but we'll read. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, so a lot of demons were killed and all that. So can somebody give an example? Great demons killed by Lord.
Ravana killed by Ram.
Okay, Ravan, yes.
I was going to say Ramji.
Ramji.
Ramji, okay, yeah. So Ramji killed Ravan. What else? You know some other?
Kamsa killed.
Hiranyakashipu.
Oh, you all are learned all this. Let them answer. Yeah. First response is given by kids first. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Kaliya snake, all this. But let's talk about those who are like human-like. Putana, okay. Yes.
The tornado.
Tornado, Trinawat, yes, Trinawat, all these are there. Any other names which come from great demons who create a lot of trouble? Comes, yes. Very nice. Kamsa, Ravan, anyone?
KC demon, KC demon.
Yeah, Keshin, all those are there. All Baumasur, all those things. Yeah, so these are like great. You can see Ravan is there. Hiranyakashipu was killed. Kamsa, Varahadev killed Hiranyaksh. All these were the great demons. They were like creating so much havoc around the world. Everybody were disturbed because of them. Everybody. All this were. They were creating so much fear among even demigods. Of course, he killed many more demons. In Vrindavan, every day, many demons were getting killed. Like every day. Every day, something was happening. Yeah, every day. The only main men are described in the Bhagavatam. It's not everything. Every day something was happening. Because Kamsa wanted Krishna to be finished and he would send everybody. So we can see how powerful Kamsa was. Kamsa was controlling Aghasur, Bakasur, everybody was under his control.
Also.
Yeah, he said, go and do this. He said, execute this order. Like that. He was very powerful. So, yeah. So that's what it is. Like Prabhupada mentions here, and all of them are man-demoniac principle, and they suffer the consequences, as did such materialistic heroes as Ravan, Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, and others. Right. So when we try to be heroic with our own power, which is given by Krishna, and try to go against him, then the reason is we can see what happens eventually, right? We cannot match with Krishna for sure. So we should never try to do that. Okay, we'll do the last verse for today because that section will get over. So transcendental enjoyment is going to be here. So verse number 35. Sayesh naralokesmin avatrina swamayaya reme stri ratna kutastho Bhagwan prakruto yatha.
Translation: that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, appeared on this planet by his eternal potency and enjoyed himself amongst competent women as if he were engaging in mundane affairs.
Hare Krishna. See, Krishna doesn't need to enjoy in this world. Krishna is Atmaram. He's happy by himself. He doesn't need, like we need this gadget, this food, this clothing. Krishna doesn't need any of that. But he does this pastime. Why? Because devotee wants to enjoy with him. That's why he said, okay, you want to eat night prasad? All right, let's have the feast. Let's have Govardhan Puja. Then we'll have big feast. Okay, you want to dance? Okay, let's have Ras Leela. Like that they will do. So Krishna is doing for the pleasure of the devotee, not for himself. Not for himself. Krishna doesn't do any of the activity for himself. He is doing only for the pleasure of the devotees. Anything that we see, he's only giving pleasure to those who come in contact with him, isn't it? So that's what Krishna is doing here. So, but when we try to compare this with the mundane activities, saying that, oh, Krishna did this, I can also do it, I will also do it, then that is incorrect. That is not correct. So that's what is being discussed here. Because how can Lord Krishna be, beyond the matter? He is beyond the matter when he enjoys the sense object. So this question may come. He is doing this, how can he be beyond the matter? But that's what we need to understand. That Krishna is beyond the matter, but he gives us pleasure only for the purpose of giving pleasure to the devotees. And that's what happens. Like, there is a story which comes. Like once Krishna came late to meet gopis. So gopis asked, "Oh, you are late? Where were you?" And Krishna always late, and he always has some nice excuse to give, isn't it? So Krishna said, "Oh, I was with my Guru Maharaj." So your Guru Maharaj? Yeah. What is his name? Durvas Muni. No, he's here. Where is he? We also want to serve him. Since he's your Guru, we will also serve him. He says, yeah, he's just across the river, Yamuna River. So he says, but how do we cross? No, just go and tell Yamuna that we want to meet Durvas Muni, who eats only Durva grass. And if your words are true, then Yamuna will give way. So they goes. And they say, okay, let's see what happens. And they say, oh Yamuna ji, please give way because we want to meet Durvas Muni who eats only Durva grass. Immediately Mother Yamuna gave split and they got the way and they went. And they were like, wow, Durvas Muni is eating only grass, Durva grass. And that's why Yamuna ji, because Yamuna would not give way if the statement is incorrect or a false, right? So they were amazed. But when they went, they saw Durvas Muni is having Chapan Bhog. Now they were confused. Krishna anyway tells lie, Now the Durvas Muni is also like Chela, the Guru is also like that. They thought like that. So they go and take blessings and all that. They come back. And now they want to come back. He says, now we are going back. But Gurudev, how will we go back? It's very difficult, Yamuna is there. So, okay, go there and tell that, oh, Yamuna, please give us way. We want to meet Krishna, who is Naistik Brahmachari. So I started thinking, what is this? This is all it's impossible. How is it possible? He's spending time with all of us and all that. It's just not, this is not correct. So they said, oh, but then we'll go. So they goes and says this, and then Yamuna splits and they get wet, they come back on the other shore. And they come to Krishna and say, Krishna, how is it all this thing? We spoke like this and Yamuna split, that means that is true, but we feel it's not true. Why is it so? Because, he says, see, Durvas Muni is not attached to the food. He eats Durva grass only. Only when some, out of love, when they give this Chapan Bhog, he will honor it. But he doesn't enjoy that. He just gives pleasure. For the pleasure of the devotee who offered, he eats this. So he is detached from this. So he eats only Durva grass. So that is also true. But when you say I am Naistik Brahmachari, I am actually. Because I am only giving you pleasure, but I am not connected with you. He says, I am only giving for your pleasure, I am doing this activity. So that's what gopis understood. So point is that all the Krishna's activity may look mundane, may look material, but they are not material. They're all transcendental activities. And that understanding can come when we understand who Krishna is and who we are. Many times, people straight away go to 10th canto and start reading, and then they get so confused. Because if you read the first 9 canto, then we know that who Krishna is, what is his creation, what are the devotees doing, and then we will know. So that's what. So Krishna is definitely beyond this material world. Krishna is not from this world. He just comes here to give us instruction, to show us how to live our life. That's what he is doing in this particular verses that we have read today. So next week we'll continue from verse 36 onwards and try to complete this chapter. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha vipasandubhye gacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. If anybody has any question or comment?
We have Rishit's performance.
Yes, we will definitely do it. So anybody has any question or comment? No, then we'll start. So today, our dear Rishi is wonderful Sankirtan, and he's going to play guitar. So it's going to be a very wonderful thing to do. So let's play a big round for applause for him. And, another one after he plays.